Wow, I'm gonna beat him.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? It's Monday night, and it's time for the Grown Man Clique Podcast. What's up, everybody? It's your boy J.I., the Mass Creator. I'm here with my boy to my right.
Yo, Slut Gang CEO Richie Rich is in the building.
Now let's drive down 97, down 5, and we gonna hit right there with my boy
Van Gogh.
Over here to my left, he is a special guest, and his name is
Anthony Hunt.
And right next to him, lovely lady. She's first time here on the Grown Man Clique Podcast. And her name is Charlene Raw. Just call her Raw. Okay. We gonna make some jokes off of that later. But anyway, on the screen, joining us after a couple weeks hiatus, but she's here looking beautiful with them. She could kill somebody with them eyes. My girl, tell them your name.
With Dawn Brown everywhere on social media. You can call me Dawn.
And of course, the resident sommelier, the gentleman who has a room full of lovely odors that will make a girl drool and it will bring her to her doom. Always making sure he smells good from 8, 9 to 12 noon. He is the resident sommelier, our boy,
Mr. Dearest Teddy.
And we are the Grown Man Clique Podcast. What's up, everybody? This is your boy. We are so hyped tonight. We got guests. We got an amazing topic, especially since we are all photographers. Whenever we bring in a photography subject, it's always a little bit hype night in here. But also, let's go to the Peanut Gallery. For those of you new to the podcast, the Peanut Gallery is anybody online who comes in and makes a comment. And of course, always the first comment of the night, making a record number of like 17, is my beautiful, lovely wife, Sheila. What's up, baby? Good morning, GMC. Good evening, baby. I miss you. I'll see you after I get finished with this bullshit, you know. And then
I still haven't seen Auntie.
Hello, guest.
Like
I know
months.
We gotta get her auntie in here. She gonna have to sit in on a podcast. We gonna have to do a podcast on what do Jerry smell like when he come home after the GMC.
What? No,
I don't know. I don't know.
So
why would we want to do that?
I feel like it's a little too much information.
Oh my God.
Y'all brought up a
Yeah, you let it
premonition
fly.
and it happened. I got to go to the first aid kit.
Hey, I ain't gonna say it.
Wow.
I ain't gonna say it.
Cut your finger.
Yeah, I cut my finger. We'll talk about it later. It's not bad, baby. I'm not going to the hospital. It could be.
We told
I
her
might.
not to do it.
Hey, I was about to say something that was wild, and I'm not. I'm keeping it to
y'all
myself.
can't.
Hey. Oh gosh, I moved the
Listen.
first aid kit, so I'm the only one who knows where it is. So before I go to fix my fucking finger, let's all grab our cups. Whatever you drinking, bring it up. Bring it up. Doesn't matter if it's stinking, drinking, or whatever. We going to toast to a great show. And in the history of the show, we always toast with the same motto: clink, clink, drink, drink. Hit it on the table.
My
and then drink what
favorite,
you ate.
my favorite peanut gallery guest is here, and she looking like Tyreek from Power right now.
Wow.
I was thinking Sanaa Lathan from Love and Basketball.
So anyway, as you can see someone else has joined the podcast. Our lovely off-screen lady of the day is Miss J. Nicole. J. Nicole
One
just
day.
walked in. I'll set up your mic when I go to bandage up my finger so you can talk off-screen. But
I figured
Yeah.
that was her because he started preaching.
we like the fact that everybody's seen her. She's an amazing model. But when she's off-screen, she's funnier right now. So
What
it's
is it? The
always funny
braids?
because they be looking, she's scared of Rich is scared of her
I ain't
because
scared
he keep canceling her session.
Who? Whoa! Who canceling sessions? Who canceling sessions? Don't give. Yeah, all right.
But anyway, so the first thing that we always do, hey my love, hey baby. Let's stop that. All right, that's enough of that. All right. So anyway,
I feel like that's foreplay at this point now.
it's always foreplay. Anytime
I feel like
she
it's
talks,
foreplay.
Teach me something.
I feel like it's foreplay at this point.
36 years of marriage, 38 together. Come on now.
God.
Hey, Jerry. I think Anthony and Cheryl are probably going to need to be closer to their microphones.
Well, they gotta do that. Bring your mic.
That's fine. It's just the audio is not great for them.
You should be. You can hear me, right?
You can hear me now.
Your mic
That's a
on.
little bit better, but for some reason, both of their microphones, they sound very dull. I don't know if that's the best word for it.
Well, let's fix that. I gotta fix my fingers. So,
What about now?
What about now?
why don't you,
Maybe,
Van
maybe,
or
What's up?
maybe.
CEO, take over for what have you done since we've been here?
All right.
I'll get these mics situated.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's start with you, man. Like you want us.
Me, been. I thought I was busy 2 weeks ago. This week has been way busier. Got some new business cards made. My middle son got his learner's permit, so he's gonna be driving soon. My oldest son got his new car.
What kind of car you got?
Huh?
What kind of car you got?
What he traded his Lancer for an Audi, not an Audi, but a what is that? An RDX?
Okay. Not bad.
Acura.
Not bad. Yeah.
Not
The
Audi, but
Acura.
Acura.
The RDX is the SUV joint?
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Okay. I'm with that. I like that.
He's been working a lot of overtime on his job. So between that and just handling business, getting settled into the office, moving stuff in, moving stuff out, and then still, doing my electrical stuff. Yeah, I've been busy as I don't know what.
All righty. What about our guests right here? Like, what's up? Ant been on here for like 100 times.
So with us,
Yeah, like, come on.
life be life, and I mean, I be traveling, getting ready for what we're gonna discuss later. And I mean, I just be working. I'm a single mother, just out here, just trying to turn $1 out of 15 cents.
A dime and a nickel.
Okay.
What about
You
you,
know?
brother?
So yeah, aside from what we're gonna address, I have a couple of shows I see is going in and out. What you think? So I have a couple. Okay, I have a couple
Better.
of shows that I'm in coming up. the cruise show that we already addressed with the Queensman,
Okay.
which is
Check
June
1, 2.
2nd through the 4th. It's a Bahamas cruise featuring the Queensman. One of the representing designers of this show is Miss Tasha, Mr. Earl Bannister, and those are just a few. We have 7 designers on that cruise show. I'm also working with Boss Savage brand, based out of the DMV area, who has a fashion show coming up July 20th.
Oh, July 20th.
Nice.
And
20th.
then I'm
Is
also working
tickets
with-
on sale right now?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Tickets
tell them how
on
they
sale
can get
right
some
now.
tickets.
So they go to the link in our bios on Instagram. My Instagram is Make Moves Inc. When you go on there, click on our bio, it will have information on how you obtain your ticket. Also working with Baltimore native, well-known Mr. Marquise Clanton, who has Vanity Affair 4 fashion show coming up. Date is still TBD, but we are looking at 3rd or 4th week of July for that show as well. So still, ripping, running.
Let's
Okay.
go. Do they need any
1,
more
2.
Queensmen? Because these legs, I
Are
just
too
feel
short for
like
anybody to
these
see on
legs-
stage.
these legs need to be seen. Like
We're gonna be looking for men, so get them ready.
I got
just
a couple
saying, I'm
guys
just
for
saying.
you. I just
hey,
told
hey,
Anthony.
Tyreek, do you
Okay,
see this
Yeah.
definition?
The definition of a stranger.
She gonna-
How did you get here?
Yo,
Those knees not supposed to be
these
here.
things supposed to be everywhere.
Listen, my knees
Everywhere.
I'll be in the gym.
Listen,
What you been doing, Jerry?
Huh?
What you been doing?
Oh, I forgot about the anti.
Oh no, I
Everybody
mean we haven't went to the screen yet.
No,
Grizz.
hold up, though.
Oh,
he got
go
an
ahead.
he got an anti-fashion
I
show.
forgot about the anti-fashion show.
Okay.
So a friend of mine, John from Vicissitude magazine, is doing an anti-fashion show.
Not our John, right?
No. And basically what that is, it's a fashion show where if you haven't been picked for a fashion show or you've never done a runway show,
Mm-hmm.
but you've been modeling for a long time and you want to do one,
Mm-hmm.
then that's that kind of show. Like people who normally get overlooked for fashion shows because of what they do, he's looking for people to do this one.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
you can reach out to me or him. Everybody knows my Instagram, Obi Yarn Kenobi. His, of course, is Vicissitude magazine. If you want to look it up, he got a nice venue. The venue's actually on Capitol Hill in DC.
Mm.
So he's trying to
Dope.
get it out there real good.
And it's an anti-fashion show.
We've named it the anti-fashion show
Right.
show because it's like basically people who get overlooked for fashion shows. Like if you think you're too short or you're too tall or you got too many tattoos and people just don't want you for print work, then it's like come on, we those are the folks we want.
They always tell me I'm too tall for things.
Check 1, 2. How's that?
That's so much better.
Oh, thank you so much.
What
That's
about
I'm
mine?
talking about.
Yeah, mine
No,
sound
that
better.
might. Hey, bro, that might be you, man. You be getting a little
No, that
Rico
is-
Suave voice on.
But this has been a lifelong problem. My voice.
Yeah.
And if you ever seen the Mac, everybody be like, man, you sound just like the guy off the Mac, and I'm like, I can't help it.
Oh
It's just
No, you remind me the fake Kareem Abdul-Jabbar voice when he was like, I want some Chinese spare ribs. And he's in China and they like Chinese spare ribs. What that time? I'm not making fun. This is the actual dialogue from the movie. So I'm not making fun of
You
anybody.
ain't gotta explain that to them.
Yes, I do because people
You gotta
get
explain that
attention
shit.
for doing movie skits
Listen,
these days.
They be all right.
Anyway, so
I don't
he
believe
goes-
it. His
he
lips
goes,
moved before the voice came.
So what is Chinese spare rib? And he grabs the guy's arm and just starts hitting him in his ribs. And then he starts laughing. Those is Chinese spare ribs.
Hey, don't explain.
And anybody who was a fan of the Hippodrome karate Saturdays where you went in at 12 noon and got out at like 8 o'clock at night and your mom wasn't worried about you because you was watching Chinese food pictures the whole time, they know what I'm talking about. Because when everybody in the movie theater was going in unison, you want some Chinese spare ribs? It was so fun. But I digress as usual. So let's
Shout
go to
out
the
to the
screen.
80s.
Grizz.
What's
What's
up?
been up, man? What you been doing since you was in these podcast streets on Wednesday with us?
Well, the content is growing. I'm up to 774 followers, so I'm getting.
We
close
need to get him
1,000.
to 1,000. We need to get the sophisticated Grizzly to 1,000 followers as soon as possible. Look, share
Which
him with
platform are we talking about?
everybody you know because his content is amazing. It's funny.
Instagram and Facebook.
Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. Yeah, he's
I don't
everywhere.
have a Twitter.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
an X.
I can't.
You're not
You
a
don't
twit.
X?
No, I'm not a tweeter.
You're not
You're
an
not a
Xer?
twit.
No,
You're not
Okay.
an Xer?
I guess what I don't even know what happened. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's
X
Twitter.
is Twitter.
Yeah, that's what they call it now.
Yeah, Twitter is now X.
They don't even call it
All
tweet
it
no
is
more.
is nipples and navels.
Oh,
now.
I'm damn sure not on
They don't. They don't call it tweet no more. They call it exit.
Yeah.
Well,
Exit.
believe it or not,
I ain't know nothing about
So
it.
anyway,
That's above my
Grizz, what you
level.
been up to? We just jumped all over that shit.
after while trying to get the content together, 3 more of them came in today. So I got.
Oh, what you got? What you got?
Tell me something I need to steal.
Encre Noir Sport. This is Corbage. Let's see, what is it? Emir. And this
Corbage
one is
Emir.
Mercedes-Benz Club Extreme. So
Okay.
I'll be reviewing these, wearing them, see what they do, tell everybody longevity, whether it works well on the skin, all of that type of stuff. So
Well,
yeah, I just did a video right
for how long when it lasts a long time. It's called the what?
the Sillage.
The sillage.
Yes.
If your fragrance, the length of their fragrance aroma is the sillage.
Yeah, so usually it goes a little bit either past this part of the arm or full arm's length. If it goes full arm's length, it's the strongest one you can get. Right about here, it's close enough to a skin snip, but still has enough of a scent bubble around you for people to be able to notice when you walk past them.
Yeah.
So
So we learned a lot from our resident sommelier. You know how some people have a wine sommelier? We have a resident scent sommelier. That's what we call him because that whole wall behind him is all fragrances,
Holy
and you
shit.
can't even see all of them because there's some to his left,
And
there's
then
some to his right,
and
and there's some
front
being shipped in tonight.
All of last year, he never wore the same cologne twice.
Unless his girl asks for it, and that's Mrs. Grizz, and Mrs. Grizz gets what she wants.
Okay.
I showed him one
See,
ski
that's the
mask.
type, you know what I'm saying? I would do
And
that
Rich is
for
not
you.
allowed in his house because he
Yeah.
steals.
I showed him one ski mask when it was snow outside, and he told me I ain't never coming over there.
Yeah. Rich can come over, but he ain't gonna be coming back because we.
Yeah.
I mean, no, he can come over. He's just gonna limp back. That's all. He's
I
gonna
mean,
come
whatever
over.
you don't want, you can just give it to me too.
So-
I be trying.
You ain't gonna wear it no more. You know.
Oh, he'll eventually wear it. You're up to like 2029 before
Well,
you
let me
have to
ask
repeat a
Mrs.
fragrance.
Grizz, you know what I'm saying? I need
You
to
say,
know.
what's that?
Don't want
You're,
you to
you're
wear
about
no
at 2029 before you have to repeat a fragrance, right?
229 fragrances.
No, you're the next time you'll have to repeat a fragrance is 2029.
Listen,
It's
I
probably
always
gonna
say,
get pushed back, bro, because I keep getting right now. I'm sitting at 850 fragrances.
Wow.
And so,
850 and none of them are double.
No,
No.
No doubles.
as a matter of
How do you
fact,
know?
this
How
right
do you
here-
know though?
because he orders them and he keeps a list of everything he has.
listen,
and people send them to me.
You have a
Now,
whole spreadsheet for cologne.
with Grizz,
this right
That's
right
the
here,
residence LEA. That's what they do.
what Grizz don't know is I have a mole in the camp.
you can.
Shout out to
I,
Lady Shaw.
I step on more. And whenever I do get the doubles, my son gets them. So this whole box is full of fragrances for my son.
That's
There you
what's
go.
up.
I mean, do he really want them?
Nice.
Do he really want them?
That boy sprayed them fragrances. I swear to God. I sometimes I think that he
you
put them in the
should take half of
bathroom.
that out that box and you can ship it to me. I'm trying to get a man.
No, whoa.
Yeah, I need him to smell good too.
Y'all gonna have to
Let me tell
arm
you.
wrestle for a bottle of Domoha.
Let
I'm
me tell
not
you.
arm wrestling.
I get first dibs. You need.
Ladies come first.
Hey, only for nice
Especially at
guys.
my house.
Well, go ahead.
I want the roller coaster ride. Anyway, so Dawn, what have you been up to since the last time you've been on this podcast?
A lot has changed actually since the last time I was on here. I actually put my notice in with my full-time job. I'm going to go back to freelancing gig work. So I'm currently working on rebuilding my website to add services and prints and all that sort of fun stuff.
If you have not worked with Dawn, I've not worked with her, but I've seen her work and I've seen her working. We actually were at a shoot this summer together, and watching her do her water shoots, underwater shoots and everything, it's amazing. I was like, I didn't even ask any questions. I just watched. He didn't know I was dry. I was dry snitching the whole time. Like, I'm learning this shit. Because I got a whole
You can learn it whenever you want to.
I got a whole pool. Like, so I'm like, I'm going to learn this shit.
Some underwater shoots.
So if you need underwater shoots, you need to see Dawn. Her work is amazing.
The underwater is really rewarding is probably the best way to put it, because as risky as it is, it's so satisfying for the end result.
Yeah.
But yeah, so good.
No, I was saying my pool go up to 9 feet, so it all depends on how good you can swim.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, the other thing with the underwater is you typically have to weigh yourself down. Like I wear 20 pounds around my waist to keep me like on the bottom of the pool so that I'm not like sideways or my butt's not at the top of the surface, because, you know, fat wants to float. So that extra weight makes a huge difference in being able to stay as stable as possible.
How do you do that?
Say it again.
She wears extra weight. No, you're gonna float. Lord knows you're gonna float. I'm looking at you in person. You gonna float.
Even so,
she's a floater.
Even models will wear weight. They usually wear a weight belt. It usually has like flat metal plates in it. And it'll help you get down to the bottom. You want to be a little bit buoyant. You still want to be able to get down there. And some of getting down to the bottom actually is about not having as much air in your lungs. When you have too much air in your lungs, that's going to try to take you back up as well.
Dope.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dope.
So I'm really stoked. I mean, that was a grown man click exclusive. You don't know. I know what that leap of faith is like, because about 7 years ago, I took that leap of faith, and I am just now. It took about till about 2 years ago before the leap of faith felt tangible, where it was the right thing to do. But I know that the groundwork that you've laid before you even took that leap of faith, you're going to do amazing. Wow.
Yeah, I hope so. I've actually, it's going to be a blend of photography, retouching, editing, small business consulting, because my background is administrative management. I've been managing people and businesses since I was like 18. So I'm going to build that in as well too. So it'll be the business side of things as well as the photography side of things.
Even as good a retoucher as I am, I hate it. So I might be calling your ass, because you don't know. My wife will tell you. I've been in my office sometimes when I don't have sessions till midnight editing work. Yeah. And it's just like, it's a rewarding when you see the end result. But absolutely. Like, I'm not sending my work to Taipei because I don't know how many copies they might be selling my stuff over in Indonesia.
Exactly.
People don't even realize that. You know, you're saying, oh, I'll do it for $3. And then he has a whole market full of images that he's selling that you don't know anything about. And your work is being sold for $600-700 a piece, and they're getting all the money.
Yeah, it definitely, that side of the world when it comes to the editing, It's unfortunate. It's as inexpensive as it is because most of the places that do the inexpensive editing are third world, so they can get away with the inexpensive. But
Right.
you're right, it can then be taken advantage of because you can't see the market. You can
Right.
only see the portion of what you're sending. And in some situations, like if you're doing boudoir work, you don't want everybody to have that. You only want
Nope.
them to have what you want the world to see, you know?
Right. And one of my things is that with my models, they know anything that they do with me after negligee
Mhm.
is their property. Like
Yeah.
I don't use it. I have no OnlyFans. I don't have what do you
Sure.
call it? Fansly. I don't have anything on the adult level.
What the fuck is Fansly?
Oh,
It's like an OnlyFans, but specific to
No,
that kind of
I
content.
need some shit.
See, you may be on Fansly and you don't even know. You need to know all of the platforms so you make sure nobody's exploiting you.
Well, you can do Google search of some of your images. Like if you have
Yeah.
really popular images, if you toss it into Google search, you can see if it's being used somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know 3 of the images, and one of them was of my lovely J. Nicole and another model that was working with her at the time. It was getting out there.
Mm-hmm.
I
Well, I mean, how
And-
often do you see a model report the fact that this isn't my page, it's a duplicate, somebody's using my
Yeah.
images, you know, that sort of
Right.
thing.
So you definitely need, and you know what image I'm talking about, Jay. Yeah. That image was stolen, duplicated. It's been in print.
Well, and very early on, people
it's
give
the
me a
image
lot
when
of
she killed ghosts, right? No, man.
Where she what?
She killed ghosts.
She killed Ghost. Where she kills Ghost. She has a microphone. I'm surprised she's not using it, but she will eventually.
I mean, at this point, when you go missing, we're going to know who got rid of you, and we're not going to say anything.
Pretty much.
And we won't say anything because we know when you mess with the one that killed you, you
Exactly.
if you watch Empire
watch
or
Empire.
Ghost, you know Power,
All of it.
BMF, any of them.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
watched any of them, if you the one who told, you getting sold. So,
The fuck is this Roots? Anyway.
But I will
anyway,
say, very early on, I was given a very
Now
hard
we-
time about putting a watermark on all my work, and
can't do it.
especially with as large as I did mine. But for that very reason is why I've always put my watermark on my work.
I don't do it because the right retouchers will be able to take it out, so it doesn't make
Agreed.
a difference.
Agreed.
So for me, it's
But
like,
it is a deterrent for most.
and you know, it's kind of funny because you know, and you can attest to this, Dawn, Van, Rich. You can attest to this. I am abhorrent about putting my name on a picture. When did Van Gogh never sign a print? When did any of the masters not sign their work? But we are so abhorrent of signing our work because it seems pretentious and ostentatious to us. But Van Gogh was like, bitches, I did this.
I mean,
Leonardo da Vinci was like, I painted the Sistine Chapel, bitches. You know,
I mean,
they signed everything they did, and then we're worried about and I'm the culprit. I'm pointing the fingers at me. I'm the one who's most abhorrent of putting my name on my pictures because everybody knows that I do not like tooting my own horn in that aspect.
But it's not.
Here's how I feel about it, right?
To me,
Go ahead.
you know,
I'll go after you. Go ahead.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, right? I take a lot of things musically, right?
Yeah.
So,
But see, I worked in the music.
yeah,
business, so you know that.
and
so
and
I
that's
wanna
why
hear
that's
this.
why
I wanna
that's
hear
why
this.
I'm talking to you directly. It's like as a photographer or a videographer or anything behind the scenes, like because you guys are models. Clearly, that's y'all an image. Ain't nobody can dispute that. Like unless y'all have a doppelganger.
Oh goodness! He said it perfectly.
I mean,
big word. It's a big
yeah,
no,
yeah,
he
yeah.
said doppelganger. That's
I
the
said
correct.
it.
That's
You know
the
what I mean?
correct
I know.
terminology.
I am who I am. Listen, but
When they got to deal with his
but-
money, he know the word. He was
Yeah,
like,
you
"If you
fucking
a
right.
doppelganger, motherfucker."
you fucking right. So listen. So what I'm saying is though, like as the person who creates that, right? As a photographer or a producer for music, right?
Mhm.
You are the most silenced but the loudest speaking into it, right? So sometimes you gotta put the watermark, and they do it. Producers do it in music all the time. We just heard
Check the screen.
mustard on the beat. Oh, hey, babe. Mustard on the beat hole. I want to get my joint.
What's
out.
up, Nelly? We saw that a minute ago, but we didn't.
He
say
said
hi.
mustard
What's
on
up,
the
Nelly?
beat hole. What feature say if Metro
I barely listen.
no, but I'm saying, but that's their watermark. That's literally their watermark to it.
Yeah,
So you know who touched the beat.
But you know what? It took me till 2017 to put Mass Creator on a beat. Because I'm a producer. I also do music. And most people don't know it because most of the music that I've done doesn't have a moniker on it.
Yeah, but that's how people know, because everything can be copied.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it right there. So there's nothing wrong with owning your work. And I have a good example for this. I was out at a dive bar here locally a couple weeks ago, and I had some guy come up to me. He goes, "You're a photographer, right?" He's like, "I saw your sweatshirt." He goes, "We printed one of your photos." And I'm like, okay, technically you're supposed to buy those, but okay, So this kid has literally got my photo up on the family portrait wall, and it's him sitting on top of a derby car, and it happened to be his friend's derby car. But he knew who I was and recognized who I was, not because he recognized me by face, because I only met them briefly that day, but because he recognized my sweatshirt because it said with Dawn Brown on it. And that's what's on the photo that they had printed.
I'm gonna tell you another thing. And it's also rewarding, right? We talk about this a lot on this podcast when we do photographies and model or fashion type of conversation. But I recently ran into a person who's now going to be a client. And I was showing them my work. And they looked at my work and they said, "Oh, you Rich Hunt?" And I was like, "Yeah. You see me?" And she started showing me other clients. And I was like, "Yeah, where?" They didn't know who I was, but they saw that Rich Hunt there. You feel me? Like, shout out to Gypsy. I wanna say one of those pictures came back from the pictures that I did, the magazine joint.
Hold on.
When I did the magazine when I first shot her, and I did the whole joint behind her, like you know what I mean? And I seen that, I was like, "Oh, damn, she sent this to you?" Or she was like, "Nah, it was on her page." Da, 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 da. I was like, "All right, cool. Yeah, that's me." Like that's me. And they don't never need to see my face or my sexy ass legs. That's
okay.
right.
So now we're gonna go to this comment.
Right.
Dawn Brown, love your hair.
Thank you, Tracy.
We gotta
That's
go
sweet,
to that
thank
comment
you.
right about now. And so anyway, we are going to go right now to the most popular segment of our show.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Flowers or powder for you. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for Flowers and Powders. And if you have never seen this show before, and if you don't know what Flowers and Powders is about, if you want to know what Flowers and Powders is about, we are going to go back down 97, back down 5, and we're going to make a left at my boy Van Gogh, and he will let you know what Flowers and Powders is all about. Let's hear it.
So, Flowers and Powder is the segment of the show where if somebody's done something absolutely amazing for you, you can virtually give them flowers or a shout out or, good job, attaboys, things like that. But if you've got that one guy that wants $27.15 in quarters, you just want to dust your hands off and smack the crap out of them for being stupid.
So that is what Flowers and Powders is. So if you have somebody that you want to give mad love to, you can give it to them. If you have somebody who you want to slap the shit out of, you can slap the shit out of. So
if I get in trouble, I'm coming.
Hold on. Let's look at these comments right quick. We did that
I'm
one.
gonna go slap the shit out of somebody.
Yes, Don. Oh,
Thank you, Boo. Thank
Okay.
you.
And he
right?
Yeah.
Permission to go slap the shit out of somebody.
Yeah. Hold on.
If somebody comes
I ain't
at
gonna
me
fuck
like,
with
why
you,
you
man.
Put up your church finger. Put up your church finger. She put up her church finger. We gotta be quiet. We gotta be quiet.
If I get in trouble for slapping the shit out of somebody,
Slap.
I'm gonna tell him Jerry Brown told me to do it.
No, it's Mass Creator one. This is the part.
Max Creator. I'm like, you know what you did.
You know what you did.
What did you do? What they do? What they do? What did they do?
They know it.
Hold up. How the OJs do it? What they do?
I ain't gonna tell them. I'm just gonna.
You
slap
went
the shit
straight
out
to
of
the
them.
Temptations.
That's
What they
OJ's.
do.
It's OJ's.
Whole
Whole time they trying to take your place.
The backstabbers.
Stabbers.
You didn't know what you were getting into, did you? You walked into a den of thieves because we are not respectable on this fucking podcast. We are some motherfuckers.
Disrespectfully, respectfully.
I'm respectful.
But disrespectfully. Because you keep talking about your legs.
Oh, my leg's very respectful. You listen.
I really want to be a smartass and say I want to give Rick powder for his knees. Can we do that?
You giving me powder for what?
These knees you keep talking about.
Hey, Don.
Show me, baby. Show me. What you wearing? I can't even see it.
Yeah,
I can't see it.
I know y'all see these lines.
Hold on.
I know y'all see that line. Stop playing with me. Please.
Those are the calves of a baby cow who died at birth.
Show your arms. Show your arms. Okay? Them little birdies.
Hey, I'm sorry, Rich. I didn't have it in my hands in time, brother. I'm sorry. I got you. We know.
Chris got it covered. Chris got you covered.
Listen.
I don't mind being
We
Slim
picked up
Goody.
Tug. I seen him.
I don't mind being Slim Goody.
Stop.
Because you right there with me.
Huh?
We Slim Goodies, right? We do that shit.
Hey,
You
Rich.
don't gotta have all the big ass balls.
You moved too fast, bro. I wasn't in time enough, man. I had to put the lotion up there for you, man. Your little
I just this shit out.
Okay.
Y'all not the same dude.
His stomach
Y'all
is
not
flatter.
the same
His stomach is
dude.
flatter. His
Y'all not
stomach
the
is
same
flatter.
dude.
But guess what? I earned this.
Stop it.
He used
Stop
to
it.
look like that. So
Yes, I did.
I did.
When?
Because you know what?
When?
Charlene, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I did. It's a picture, and I'm gonna bring it to the GMC next week of me with my wife on my back, and I'm holding up another young lady.
You was
and
on
I got
his
a
back?
straight 6-pack.
That shit is
you was
Photoshop.
on his
No,
back.
it's not.
Shut
Welcome to the stage, screen, and everybody know what I mean. My boy John is in the house. What's up, John?
Yeah, well, what's up?
But Don, I'm on your ass, yo. You ain't getting.
Wait a minute. You're gonna start shit with me. You're gonna start shit with me already?
That's a party
I ain't
foul.
no party foul. She started it. She don't know about these goddamn legs, so she don't understand. Okay.
Y'all, let
Your honey has awesome sport legs.
Listen,
I'll come photograph them when I come visit Jerry. How about that?
When he
Yep.
goes
Go
his
ahead.
shoulders,
I'm
knees,
trying-
and toes.
I'm trying to tell you these
Look.
calves. These
Okay,
calves.
all right. Church finger, church finger.
I'm trying to tell you.
I'm getting a church finger because I gotta get this out. When Rich does his shoulders, knees, and toes, it's like head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Van, you laugh way too hard. Van, you laugh way too hard. You laughing too hard. I'm
Because
about to get
the
on your
gap
ass.
between his knees and toes is so irrelevant. There isn't even an Einstein relativity theorem that will make up for that shit.
Hey,
So-
hey. All I'm gonna say is y'all are bigging this shit up on that corny ass shit. Because we all know Dre ain't 6 feet.
I'm not.
Yeah, okay.
I got measured last week. I'm not 6 feet, but I'm not 5'8".
Pause, dog. Don't say that shit on live.
I knew you wasn't 5'8".
Hey,
Thank you.
We should probably actually take this seriously now.
Hey, yo, we on flowers and powders.
I
Let's
know.
go.
Let's go to good evening, the fellas of the GMC. We love you, Shauna.
Love
What's
you,
up,
Shauna.
baby doll?
What's up,
How you-
Shauna?
Yeah.
I got flowers and powder, bro.
Tracy? Ooh,
Dawn?
Jerry. Oh, God. I'm in trouble. Tracy
I
going
got-
to come for me. I know that.
Hey, yo.
No,
I got
I'm sorry.
flowers
She's
and
going to come
powder.
at me.
Yeah,
That's the
Tracy.
difference.
Listen.
Come for me and come at me are two different phrases. You have to
Not
choose
if
the
you-
one that's
Not if you from the
appropriate.
streets. Hey, listen,
That's
that
the
shit.
same thing if you
That
from the
means
street.
the exact
It's gonna be
same
what-
shit.
It's gonna be what it's gonna be if you from there, you know.
Isn't Rich usually in his knees? She
Yeah,
probably meant on his knees.
I know what she meant.
Assume the position, bitch.
Hey, JB, I got flowers and powder, bro. I got flowers.
Let's
and
get it. Let's get it. We got to go to flowers and powder. I'm sorry.
Oh, I
We
got-
are having a great
I got
show.
a lot of powder for the one that's up top. Baby.
Yo,
Well, let's get it. I'm ready.
No, JB, bring me back down to the small screen. Bring me back down to the small screen, cause I got somebody in the studio today. That Van, I got some powder for you, sir.
Oh,
Shit.
Okay.
Why you stealing my look, bro?
Oh,
You want to get stealing my look, man? That's what we doing.
All right.
That's how we
no,
get down.
I put it down in the summertime most times.
It
I was
be
gonna
hot
say you
in the
supposed to have the luxurious
No,
clothes, man. You ain't supposed to be stealing my look.
No, Grizz. I gotta be honest.
What's up?
Can't steal your look. He still got something up there.
we got it.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Isn't Rich normally on his knees?
People
See,
like
I wasn't talking about them ashy ass knees, but I'm about to get at it, boy. See,
Hey, let's do it.
I got
do
some
it.
lotion for you.
Bulldog. Keep on out the bulldog.
Hey, you don't see no ash. First of all, y'all see a lot of definition right here. I'm just gonna.
And the definition is short.
Hey,
It's
Hey,
about that much.
listen, Jerry, the short jokes don't work. K. Dot fucked up Drake. We good. We good over here, nigga. Wop. I'ma
agree.
fuck him up.
You cannot come at me with the Drake and K. Dot beef because I agree. K. Dot killed Drake. Drake is actually in the moratorium
Listen,
right now and
listen.
trying to get himself.
I'm ready for
cremated.
this shit. Hi, Don.
Okay.
I heard you like him young.
Sorry. I didn't hear any of that. I was talking to my son.
Oh, wait a minute. Why is everybody coming for me? Choose wisely, Jerry. What did
Hey,
I do?
man. Hey, man, listen.
I'm
I
sorry. wait a minute.
did. I'm sorry
Hold
that
on.
your man has short stanzas between his.
You know what?
waist
I figured that was it because she be going hard for Rich. That's your lady, ain't it, Rich? That's so cute.
Oh,
That's so damn cute.
Hey, yo, Grace.
That's
Grace.
your lady right there, bro.
Don't get mad, Grace. It's okay, dog.
Get mad. You know I got a lady Grizz in the room. I ain't mad about nothing. I'm happy for you, bud. I'm happy.
Bring Lady Grizz on.
Perfect right there.
Oh, you
She
huh?
gotta tell the T. She gonna tell the T.
She like
She gonna tell the. She gonna tell the T.
We're gonna leave Lady Grizz right over there, baby. We ain't bringing it up on here. But no, I do have like my as far as my flowers. There was this lady. At
hold
the job
on,
that did
hold
that
on.
for me.
I gotta give y'all this.
You need Jesus.
Hey, we are.
Hey, just real quick, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can hear you, John.
John, you know you look nothing like that on that picture. So
Well, I'm sorry, but I have to go, I have to go low pro right now. Sorry.
He look like he can afford some shoes with like no holes in them. Like, come on, John.
Oh,
Like,
you're not gonna let that shit go. You're obsessive.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
you fucking right. I'm K-Dot.
You know what, Jerry? He doesn't need Jesus.
I'm gonna drop head
Wow.
bombs on your
He
ass.
needs therapy, not Jesus.
Hey, Rich.
Listen, this
Hey,
guy.
Rich. Hey,
This
Rich.
guy.
Your lady just called me old, man. Tell her cut the crunchy bullshit.
I mean, whoa. There's no lie.
what?
There's no lie.
One more
There's
brother.
no lie.
No.
Hey,
Bitch, please.
You got that right. Ain't no old brother. I'm seasoned. You'll see when you get to this.
season.
point.
You're seasoned
You're
very
still
well.
not
dog.
old. You're not old until it's time to go.
No. I'm just saying, if all of us would have our own TV channel, y'all would be TV land.
Got me fucked up. Got me fucked up. Got me fucked up. Got me fucked up.
So
Hey,
wait a
yo.
minute. Did he say TV?
Even that
JB,
sound like some
did he say
goddamn old
TV
shit.
land? Did he? So if I'm TV land, that means you still Nickelodeon, baby.
No.
Youngster. Youngster. No,
Okay,
fuck with
okay, let's go to.
You know
I'm
let's
we
go
definitely
to
all that. I'm definitely
You know
all
we
that.
bro. You know we,
I'm definitely all that.
nah, you know we fan, bro. You know how we feel.
rolling in
Hey,
right
yo.
now.
It's
The
all-
sea- wow,
out.
she said the seasoning is expired.
Damn,
Oh
that
my
shit
God.
crazy.
Wow.
That's wild. This
Wow.
What y'all do?
I mean,
You know
that
what?
means she
Seasons
smell.
don't expire.
Hey, Grizz.
But
Grizz,
breast milk
that
do.
means- That means you smell good.
Huh?
That means you smell good, but you give
You better
IBS.
clean it up, goddammit. You
I ain't cleaning it up. That means you smell good, but you got IBS.
But you know what? Seasonings don't expire, but breast milk do. You with your young ass. Don't play with it. Don't play.
Hey, yo,
Don't play.
I love being the youngest nigga in the room, yo.
Hey, you know
I
what?
love it.
Honestly, believe it or not, Rich. Believe it or not,
Not anymore.
Says who?
Me.
No.
How old are
I
you?
think I'm younger than you.
I'm younger than you.
How are you?
42.
Oh, I'm definitely younger than you.
Cool. How old are
I'm
you?
32.
All right, she got us both beat. And I'm definitely younger than you.
I
She got him
You
like
gonna say 40?
32 is wild.
You made me feel old.
God
I
damn.
was like, hold the fuck up, because how old he thought I was.
Hey yo, my man Ant was so serious. You ain't
I
young.
see you, Tracy. I hear
I
you.
wish I could give her Tracy the solo screen. These men are so sensitive.
Who's sensitive?
Because
I
I'm
ain't
not a
sensitive.
nigga, matter of fact.
I'm 45.
Come on, love. What are you doing? Put that
I
away.
gotta see a birth certificate.
that's still young though. 45 is young.
I want a birth
45 is
certificate.
young.
Listen.
First, so what?
I want
Listen.
a birth certificate.
Let's cut the shit. Let's cut the shit. All right, because we're gonna stay on focus. We stay in focus.
We are still on flowers and powder, by the way. We're
So,
almost an hour into the show.
I
Can
still
I
ain't
go-
even finished
can I
my
go to
damn
my flowers?
flowers.
Can I go to my flowers?
Yes, you can go to your.
Can I go to my flowers?
Yes,
Oh man, I got shitloads of flour.
hold on. Let me give
I need
flowers.
some
Let me give
flowers.
it to Rich right quick, and
Hey,
then
yo.
we'll go to you.
Hey
Don.
yo, John, stop.
Go
I'm
ahead.
just-
Go ahead.
But
Go ahead.
dude, what the fuck? Stop, man. My shit's legit. What the fuck, dude?
No.
What? You're
Oh
good.
my fucking god. Yo,
Are you all right, Rich?
I'm great.
Bullshit. Anyhow, next.
Rich, give your flowers.
All right, I want to give flowers. Right, 2 years ago, I walked into a place, and this young man named Asamamin came up to me, and he said, "Yo, I need you Saturday." And I was like, "All right, cool." I didn't know what the fuck I was walking into. I didn't know what I was going to. Right, but I trust. Listen.
I'm listening.
I trust
You
this.
walked-
I
2
trust
years
this.
ago, walked
I
in,
trust his
I said,
vision. I trust his vision, and I rock with him. Right. So now, I want to say this, right? Because we gave a lot of dates earlier. June the 2nd, it's going down. Okay, La Familia. We're going down. Get your tickets on Eventbrite right now. Even though I don't fuck with Eventbrite right now, but get your tickets on Eventbrite right now, 100%, to give me the loot. And I want to give flowers to this young man because he came up with something, and I think this is amazing. And right now, what we're going to do is play the trailer of Gimme the Loot, and it's a private screening where you get your tickets. Please come out, support. This is something amazing, something great. I love it. Listen, the story is there, the acting is there, and dare I say, as a lead cameraman on that,
lead cameraman. Okay.
this is amazing, and I'm so excited. I want to shout out to Naeem Freeman. I want to shout out to Antonio Mosby for being the AD. I want to shout out to Asim for directing, writing this project. Like I just want to give all the flowers to this right now. And go ahead, Jay.
Run it.
Let's
Why did I need to get to it? Because I like fancy shit.
Hey, I like a freak that's gonna hop up out the dresser, do a split up on it. That's gonna look me in my eyes like she want me grant a wish. Get the lollipop and lick, and me some French kiss. Ain't no thing that hit the spot, baby ride me like a lip. I like it when you call me daddy.
This ain't about no fucking money with me. It's the principle.
You said we was to do what? You said we was gonna be on the map. You said this was our time. It's the hottest fucking rapper in the streets right now. What the fuck you think he gonna say when somebody asks him about our goddamn club?
In this game, either you're looking for something or you're running from it.
See, now I'm really gonna have to kill this bitch.
All the dangerous. Move like a hawk, Atlanta. Your man on the top and down. You see the jewels, right? You might remember your the world Kuel, DeVille. I ain't got time to kill. That's why I feel the feel.
Not enough.
For real. Move like a hawk, Atlanta. Get mine on the top and down. You see the jewels.
Don't do that.
Your mother needs some motherfucking ones, bitch.
I ain't got time to kill. That's why I fail to feel. For real, if you see me clothes, rather do up for this money on the wars. I seen too many getting exposed. I rather buy me some clothes. About to take this shit across the globe. Call her plugging me, dropping the load. When I see her, she touching the toes. I be fucking all this shit in the go.
I put in work. I put in work. I put in work on high alert. Came from the bottom, yeah, that's from the dirt. An extrovert. Say I'm too friendly, can't see through the hurt. I put in work. I put in work. I put in work.
That's what I'm talking about. That was fire.
Come on now. Come on now. So June 2nd, these tickets are on sale right now. Grab your tickets. You don't want to miss this. All right. You don't want to miss this. This is going to be a movement.
And if you're a friend or a family to the Grown Man Clique podcast, you've definitely seen Naeem here.
Mm-hmm. We've seen all of them.
You seen Asim.
Yep. We've seen all of them.
Everybody's been here because we support local talent. We support local arts. And they definitely put together a project that I will be sitting in there and making sure that I'm a part of it.
And those who don't know, Give Me the Loot is a spawn of the Biggie song. So the whole project is about Biggie Smalls, okay?
She said she's still waiting to hear Grizzly's Flowers.
Don't worry about it.
You good?
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's cool.
All right. Well, John, you said that you wanted to add some flowers, so let's get it in.
Yeah. So before Rich, where's that? Where are we going to be able to see that movie when it comes out?
Tubi or streamdmv.com. I don't want to lie. Like one of those two.
Cool.
Yeah.
So anyhow, I just want to give everybody that I've worked with at Sinai tons of love. I'm in my first month in at the hospital, and it's been nothing but awesome. It's just really good stuff. And
you loving them scrubs, ain't you?
Oh no, I'm not in scrubs.
Them asses good. I'm sorry, I've seen some asses that look good in scrubs.
Right. But I'm outside of the building, so I don't wear scrubs.
He let you walk out the house like that?
He ain't got no choice.
Listen, bitch, quit your job.
How I go, scrubs didn't changed because they got designer scrubs. They got
I'm
scrubs
not
for you
wearing
to
no
rub.
damn designer scrubs.
You know what happened?
No, the designer
They
scrubs
started-
bullshit though, right?
No, but
because
this
it's
is
murder gray.
But this,
It's like
you know
she
what
not
happened
even
to
a real
Scrubs?
doctor.
You know what happened to Scrubs? Grey's Anatomy. Because everybody on Grey's Anatomy get fucked.
No, listen, some of them
I have
women
not seen
thick
an
as fuck.
episode on Grey's Anatomy where
Some white
somebody
women be
didn't
thick as fuck on
die
Grey's
and
Anatomy.
somebody didn't get fucked.
I told my sister that.
They was like, she died. Oh man, let's fuck.
Damn.
Grey's Anatomy is the dying fuck capital of the medical community.
Grey's Anatomy is a good show, but
It
I
is,
stopped.
but-
I stopped.
Medical version of Game of Thrones.
See, I never watched Game of Thrones.
I am Spartacus.
I've never watched Game
I
of
stopped.
Thrones, and I've never really watched Grey's Anatomy for real.
For real?
No, yeah, for real.
Yeah, I quit when Georgie died. I'm gonna be honest.
You know
I
what?
ain't
No, I
never
can't
watched
get
it.
into them shows. I couldn't get into it.
All right,
So you know how you can get into it? Netflix. There's no commercials.
I got
You can
Netflix.
watch it straight
just
through it.
can't get into the show.
I mean,
It's just, I don't know.
You might
All
wanna-
right.
you might
So
wanna
can
double
can
back.
can we proceed into the topic of
Come on,
tonight?
man. Let's go to the topic. Why
Let's get
we
it.
here?
Let's get it.
Fashion.
Go.
Make it make sense. That's where we are.
And I'm new
Because
to fashion.
huh?
I'm new to it.
You're new to fashion?
Yeah.
But
And I think,
go
I
ahead.
am. This is actually my first official year actually getting into modeling. And I've been in 2 fashion shows, and that's why we're actually here to talk about a show I want to put together.
But see, the whole idea with me, and when I heard the whole construct for the night,
Mhm.
it was like, for me, it was different because I'm standing here in the studio and we're actually filming in my studio. And what I consider fashion is something that we witnessed before we actually got on podcast. And what other people think is fashion is what we create.
Right.
And what other people create. And I gotta say this. I have someone with a dog who runs across the roof above my studio. And everybody is hearing the dog. That's why they keep looking up. It's not for Jesus.
Listen, no, I didn't think that either.
I
was a scary movie.
They were thinking scary movie.
They
They were thinking something is up, something is rotten in the state of Denmark. But it's a dog running across the roof right now, probably pissing and shitting all over the roof. But I digress again. So for me, fashion and making it make sense means creating something that no one has ever seen before. You've seen the girl in lingerie grabbing her breast, grabbing her cooch. You know, those pictures. We see them on Instagram, Facebook, X, everywhere.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm addicted to the pause game videos right now. And not for the same reason that everybody else is. Because Don, as you know, when you catch an image at the right moment, at the right time, it's about not just about setting up everything perfectly. It's about being present in that second to get
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because I mean, so often you can put so much planning into something and it's the unplanned thing that turns out better than the planned.
Right. So with these little, and I don't know if y'all are into it yet or y'all seen it, but it's a lot of them on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. They're called pause games. And what they do is they pose and they're dancing and everything. And then there's a click where they flash to another image. And if you're not fast enough with
like a tenth of a second.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
and if you're not fast
I ain't
enough,
even gonna hold you. I was like, what
yeah, I'm gonna explain it, of course. But if you're not fast enough, and if you don't understand like the movements and everything, you will never catch that moment where they change to the other picture.
No, I caught one, but now that's how I know what you're talking about. Because at first I was a little confused. Because when I seen it,
yeah,
when he said
somebody had
pause, man.
commented and they was like, try to screenshot, and people would try to screenshot.
Right, and I do probably 10 or 20 of them a day because as a photographer, I'm about catching that moment. So I'm looking at everything in that video, and I'm like, it's not about her posing. It's about there.
Right.
And I showed him one that I caught today, and he was like, damn. Because the whole idea.
It was like his first try. He was like, there it is right there.
Yeah. Because the whole idea is that I look at it a couple times because any photographer knows that if you are trying to catch a moment that somebody else took, you have to actually prepare for that moment. Now, if you're trying to make an original moment, then it's wherever you capture the essence of the shot. So we always are cognizant of the fact that what we want to see is not all. Stop listening to the reindeer. It's distracting you. They're hearing the dogs running across the roof.
I keep forgetting because I be thinking, the little girl that ran across the ceiling in the ring. That's what I'm waiting to see.
Put your dogs away. We're trying to do a podcast.
I keep waiting to see somebody in a white dress with black hair just come across the ceiling.
But anyway,
if you see that shit, you ain't gonna see me. I promise.
So the whole idea is that you always got to be present and cognizant in the moment in order to catch it. And I'm like, this isn't even creative to me. It's just about timing and execution. So I'm pretty good at it. Because I'm good at timing and execution. Really good.
No.
But what we want to talk about is the different levels of fashion and things that are going on right now that separate what we do as artists and what we do as content creators from all of the fray. I mean, you can be a good content creator and not be a good artist.
Agree.
Yeah. Agree.
Yeah.
But for the people in this room, I think I've worked with you. And we don't stop till we get it.
Yeah, we don't.
Man, tell me about it.
Like, maybe we'll be like,
one photographer, I'll be in there for like 4 hours, and then one photographer, I can be in there for like literally 90 minutes.
That's still long.
But it is long. But
I mean, because if you've done the homework and you've talked to your model, if there's an artistic director, which I hate, I'm sorry, artistic directors have all of the good intentions and none of the skill to do what they want. Have you ever met an artistic director that could give you the energy to get what they want? See, she's smiling already. You know I'm going to you, Dawn.
So I'm smiling because that's one of the things that I actually enjoy about going to shoots is I like doing that part of it, like setting everything up, picking the wardrobe. Yeah, but I actually have run events where I've done it for new photographers. So what I like having models, like when we do event style stuff, that bring just like 2 or 3 suitcases full of stuff. And then I go through and pick out things that either they don't match or they do match or layers or whatever it is. I'll create a whole look for the model, and then I'll give the information to the photographer about the look that we put together, where it might be best shot. I love doing that, and I've had good results at it, but I'm also the one that's usually taking the photo, and I think that makes a little bit of a difference. The thing that I have found interesting is some of these designers. I don't always love it. Like, some of it's good. A lot of times when somebody's like up and coming with design, like their seams aren't great, it's noticeable. Their lines aren't great, it's noticeable. And I think there's different tiers to fashion and design and directing and all those sort of things. You've got hobbyists, and you've got you're getting to that upper echelon, but you haven't quite gotten there yet. And I think that's where we come to the Instagram model versus the model versus the person who's just coming into it as a hobby to see if they even like it.
And that's the key to all of it. It's like when you see someone who has the potential,
right,
but their Instagram model, like all they have in their execution is all about, I don't have to take the perfect image. I've got, what is it, a minute and a half to make people interested in me.
Sure. Well, and like you were talking about with like taking working with a photographer. I was supposed to be at 2 different events on Saturday. One got rained out, and then I had a paid gig come up, and the other event was just, content. So it was just collaboration. And I probably would have worked with from 11 to 1, 45 minutes to the next location. So it would have been 2 to 5. I probably would have worked with 15 people in that time frame, because all I need is 15 minutes. If I can't get enough of something to deliver at least 4 photos in 15 minutes, then either we can't communicate, I haven't delivered information properly, or you're still learning something.
Right.
If we can't get on the same page, because 15 minutes is about all I need. Sure, there are some concepts, maybe you need 30 minutes or more because they're elaborate, depending on the outfit, depending on the background, location, all that sort of stuff. But it shouldn't be 90 minutes to an hour or 4 hours or anything like that for one look. If you got multiple looks and you're doing a fashion campaign, that's completely different.
And that's the whole idea. It's like you as a photographer, you know what you're looking for and what you want to get. And you've done all the homework that you can do to make sure that the client or the customer or the model gets what they want. But if they have a cloudy vision, or they don't give you exactly what they want, you can never get to the aesthetic where you feel like you've accomplished the goal.
Nah, and we be doing like 1,000 different looks. So
Like
got like 5 outfits.
My wife will tell you, like, she knows when I've had a great shoot as opposed to when I've had a shoot when I've had to work. Because a great shoot is, for me, 50 to 60 shots of one outfit or one look or one aesthetic. And we've seen at least 10 to 20 shots that work for what we were going for.
Right.
When you're shooting someone for an hour in one look,
no. Even the 90 minutes,
I'm not talking about done, because sometimes it's about breath control. It's when she's underwater and you've got to make sure the outfit's right and all of that. Sometimes it can take that amount of time because you're dealing with more than one element.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about dealing with a studio setup, like before, a static environment, like I work in most of the time. I actually did a shoot this weekend at Peabody Institute. And they were so amazed, even the security, everybody, because we had to get clearance to make sure we could do the shoot and all this other stuff. And everybody was amazed that we got out of there in 20 minutes. It was like I walked the property, I saw what I needed, I saw what would work for my client, and then when the client comes in, I'm ready to shoot.
Well, and some of that is natural. If it naturally comes to you to pull the visual information, some of that's got to be learned. Some of that's learned through experience, picking the right spot, paying attention to lighting. Does your model pay attention to where the light is? All those sort of things.
Yeah.
And who's Katie?
Katie just said Dawn and I shot for about 10 minutes and got the money shot. I was amazed.
Katie, what's your actual your model name? Because I can't tell from the photo who I'm looking at.
Horny Kitten 898. I don't know.
You're horrible.
I don't think that's her
It's
name.
Katie Lee Model.
Say again.
Katie Lee Model.
Katie Lee Model.
I think I know who that is, but the name's not.
Other screen.
She's talking about the pool shot.
Oh, she's the one on the surface. She's actually on my website.
Yeah.
She did such an amazing job that it was just like, I'm like, oh, I think I'm in love with you.
We can if we knew how.
Hey, yo,
What are we talking about?
Don't keep putting this shit the fuck up. Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna give everybody their time. If you need to get this off your chest, go right ahead.
Listen.
But guess what? I can read them before I put them up, so you're done.
I was listening to what I was hearing, right?
Yeah.
And I don't want to be that guy, but I'm gonna be that guy tonight.
Be that guy.
Be that guy.
I feel it's a lot of control issues, and what
absolutely.
And unfortunately, as creators, we don't want to hear anything else. So like we don't want to put in the work to do like you doing too much. Like you doing too much. Let me do it because you want to do it as your vision versus the client vision sometimes. And sometimes with the creative director is what it's called. The creative director already sat down and mapped all this out. As the photographer, you're supposed to match the creative director's vision.
You know what?
And that's I'm not done. I'm not done.
Go ahead.
I'm not done.
Go ahead.
And sometimes, especially because when you're a creator, we like to use, and it's the grown man clique. We do that alpha shit way too much, right? As men. So we be like, oh, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Let me show you because you don't know f-stops. You don't know shutter speeds. You don't know light patterns and shit. But the creative director job is literally to sit here and be like, this is my vision for the shoot. And this is what I want to create. So sometimes we have to step out of our way and be like, you know what? This is what needs to be done.
But there's also the instance when a creative director is asking for something that's impossible.
Also, there's an instance.
Listen, hold on. I'll let you cook.
I did. I just want to add this part.
Let me cook.
Before you cook, let me give you an ingredient.
Go ahead.
There is a instance where, because you're not understanding, not you personally, but the photographer not understanding the creative director, they think they know more than the creative director. So it's a conflict.
That's true.
There's a conflict.
That's true.
So you can't even cook yet because you don't understand the vision, and the creative director probably already talked to the model. This is what I want. Oh, we trust Van or Jerry or Rich or Scott or John or whoever to do it. Even as the moment is happening right now. But I'm just saying to do it.
Right.
It's not even a collaboration to come together. It's like, man, they doing too much. I ain't fucking with this shit.
But I never feel like that. I never feel like like they're doing too much. It's when they're asking for the impossible. Like when their model, the person that I'm photographing, can't physically accomplish what they want them to do, and they look uncomfortable. They don't look like they're going to give them the shot. I don't care. I will work forever to give them the shot that they need. But if your model is not cognizant enough, if you've got somebody who's a singer who is not able to move like a model, and you're a creative director that work with models, and now you're trying to make a singer move like a model who doesn't have the aesthetics and doesn't know where their light is, you keep telling them, turn your face to the left. When you go up in that pose, turn your face to the left. Everybody knows where their left is, but the whole idea is that you've got the creative director saying, I need you hot, I need you fierce, I need you this. And then you got me saying, all I need you to do is turn your face to the left. because I know where the light's supposed to hit to make the shot right.
That's
so,
when
so
this question goes
levels.
to
There's
these
definitely
two.
levels.
That's when
to
the
how
question
you
goes
make
to
it
these
happen.
two right here. Can you not do both?
Yeah.
No, these questions for these two. You the photographer. Like, it's for the models. It's for the models. Can you not do what Jerry just asked? Come on now. Come on now.
That's the aha moment.
Come on now.
They
Like,
don't know.
let's talk about it.
Excuse me. If your creative director is telling you, cook, do this, do that, and I say, just turn your face to the left, and what they ask you to do is hard to get your face to turn to
That's
the left.
leading the witness.
Yeah,
That's leading the witness. That is leading the witness. That's not the question I asked.
Okay.
The question I asked
quiet.
was, can you do both? He said, be fierce and turn your face to the left. Can y'all do both? Yes or no?
Yeah.
So then it goes back to the question to the creator that's doing it, right?
But
because you got
also-
two creators in the room.
You also have the fact that these are professional models that have been in front of a camera, and a lot of time creative working with newbies, people who haven't been in front of a camera.
That's a little
people
reach.
are trying to.
That's a reach. That's not what we're
That's
talking
not
about.
a
though.
reach.
We're talking about creative directors versus the photographer, and I'm a photographer.
Okay.
As well. So sometimes,
Don, hold on.
sometimes,
Let's go to the
sometimes-
screen. Don, I'm gonna bring you on solo layout because I'm gonna do this.
I've been waiting. So this is one of those situations where you have to know how to manage people. You have to know how to manage
Right.
people. You have to know how to manage expectations. And sometimes you have to find a middle ground.
Right.
So if you've got a creative director that's kind of a tyrant, you go, okay, I hear you. We're going to try your way, but I'm going to do this right here, and we're going to see if you love it or hate it. If you hate it, it's fine, but give me a second to try to give you something in the realm of what you're looking for. It may not be exact. I find that works fairly well because sometimes people get so focused on the details of the thing that they planned. That's kind of why I said earlier, most of the unplanned stuff turns out better than the planned because there's a high expectation of what the outcome of planned is supposed to look like. So when you take that expectation out, that's why the collaborative stuff almost always goes 10 times smoother than any of like the big corporate style or commercial style stuff, because you have, what's the word? You got too many chiefs and not enough Indians. You've got too many power dynamics happening at the same time, and everybody wants something similar but very different. So it's just about managing people. That's what it boils down to.
And this is why I threw you on the main stage, because I wanted to ask you one specific question.
Sure.
If you know models, and then you have someone in front of you who is not a professional model, and you see their struggle to listen to you and to listen to the person who's the creative director, and they don't understand that they're not going to give them that aesthetic. They can't give them that aesthetic. They don't have the body movement. They don't have the mobility. They don't have the flexibility to give them the shot that they're looking for. How can you achieve that aesthetic that the creative director is looking for? Like you said, we can compromise and do something that works with your body, but the creative director is just not feeling that. They want more than what the model can actually give you, because there's a lot of times when the model is limited by their physical attributes.
Yeah, and I mean, I've worked with people that aren't models before, and I was actually just having a very similar conversation the other day. We were talking about working with plus size models. There was a male photographer that said he's a little bit more uncomfortable giving posing directions for plus size because he's afraid he's going to say the wrong thing. And I was like, that's fair. I think that's understandable. I said, but there's certain things that you can say that are generic enough that people understand. So like, even when you want to get like that back arch, well, as opposed to, telling them to arch their back, which means they're poke their belly out at the same time, you tell them to take a deep breath and then their head to the ceiling. And then all of a sudden you get that elongation.
Yeah.
You know how to pose your person, you can get something close. Even if they're not a model, it's giving them the right information. Like one of the things I hate is when a photographer goes, "Open your mouth," and the person goes, you know. if you stop and you say breathe through your mouth, they go, and it's just a natural drop.
Right.
So it's all in how you work with everybody, but sometimes it just takes time to learn, and sometimes people are just difficult for the sake of being difficult. I mean, look at what Simon Cowell, like he's decided he's the shit and he can say whatever the fuck he wants. There's a lot of people like that in the industry, and that's why a lot of people don't make it, is because they can't deal with those type of personalities.
That's good. That's good. Because what I see is a lot of Simon Cowell personalities, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who don't know to realize, but like, you know what? We ain't never hear this nigga sing. We ain't never hear this nigga do music. Like, all right. So, but you know so much. Sit the fuck down and say what you like to hear. And what I'm hearing from what Don said, we still beefing. I love you, but we still.
I love you too.
But wait, yeah, y'all know I'm a Taurus. I don't let shit go. Listen, listen. No. My bad. That's me. That's me. What I am. But however, nigga, you know you're a Aquarius. So stop lying. This shit. But what I'm saying,
I don't know what I am, because I can identify as a Taurus.
You do not identify as no fucking Taurus.
Well, if you identify as a Taurus, I identify as a Gemini, because I don't ever want to identify with this motherfucker.
All I want to say, and I want you to go after.
Because you've been giving church finger for 6 minutes.
You've been sitting on it. All I'm saying is, it's the point of actually letting go. As collaborating,
Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah, like as collaborating on a project, letting go. One thing I would like to say is we have to acknowledge who shoot is.
Mm-hmm.
Who shoot is. Are you just a person that they trust on that side of the camera? Because there's a lot of creative directors out there. There's a lot of creative directors that has a vision and want to get that. I'm from the film. I'm from film industry, yo. Like, so you got to understand, like, yo, like working with directors is totally different. And I'm talking about directors, like, oh yeah, like we want to do this, that, and the third. Cool. This is how we can do it.
What's your budget?
And that's another thing. Right. But we can't be the director and the DP at the same time.
Right.
So on shoots, I always look at it the same way. You can't be the director of the shoot sometimes, unless it's your shoot. It's your shoot that you created. Like, look, I need you to do this for me. Or we're collaborating on this.
But that
if
is
someone
like,
else is coming to you,
that is like
hold on.
No, what
if
I'm saying
anybody's
is what
coming
you're
to
talking
you,
about is on a different level. That's like
we're talking about different
Tarantino, who's looked through a camera, who knows his aesthetics, who knows what he wants. You're talking about Spielberg, who's looked through a camera and knows the angles. You're talking on a different level than somebody who's named Earl.
Well, Earl might have a different level of thinking.
And Earl may have a fucked up level of thinking that won't get you to the end goal. And you have to say, Earl, shut the fuck up.
But also
do what you hired me to do.
Also, you're not trusting Earl and his vision.
I can't trust Earl if he's telling me dumb shit.
That's alpha shit.
Go ahead, Van.
Come on. If they hired you to
fuck up all the time.
But listen. Yeah, you're getting into grown man shit right now. If you're listening to Earl, and Earl is telling you shit your cameras can't do, that the depth of field can't do, that the lens can't do, that everything that he brought on the property to do this set can't do, and you can't tell Earl no, then what are you as a DP?
So
you're not telling him the truth.
So as a nigga with a camera, I'm gonna shut up after this, I promise. But how you know Earl don't know that shit?
I'm giving him every opportunity to tell me how I'm going to do this with a 70 millimeter lens that he rented.
I want to hear that.
He gave me a 70 millimeter lens that he rented.
You ain't never rent a
listen.
Like anybody can rent.
I know. I buy everything. I buy everything. Shut up.
It doesn't matter.
Listen,
you see what I mean?
But listen,
he's not gonna let nobody come in.
No, but
and tell him
I'm going to tell you.
He's gonna be on his shit.
No, I'm going to tell you this. A director comes in and he says, "I want you to shoot the 70 millimeter, and I want a close up." Okay, both of you didn't have anything to say about that because you can't do a 70 millimeter close up. But that's what the director wants. And you can pull in, and what's going to happen if you pull in? You cannot focus on that subject. So you're telling me that there are times when you got to just say, I can do it to the director and not give them what they want because they're asking for the impossible.
Okay, so in that situation, though, sorry, Van, go ahead.
100%, it's not true.
So you can do a 70 millimeter close up.
Absolutely.
I'm done. Go, Van.
Hey, she flexed when she did that shit. I was scared.
Pre-planning. This is why pre-planning.
I want to hear the 70 millimeter close up.
This is why model selection is important. This is why gear selection is important. If you know that creative director wants that close-up, you as a photographer need to bring that lens that'll do that. As a model, if you know you've got, let's say, heavy blemishes on your face or real bad acne or whatever, that model at that time shouldn't be selected for that close-up. This is why all of that pre-planning has to happen. You just can't go into it and say, let's just do this. Because if you don't have the right stuff there, you're going to mess up the whole shot anyway. You're going to mess up the whole scene, all of it.
Hold on, before anybody goes any further. Hold on. Let's go to My Cousin Vinny. No, we're going to go to My Cousin Vinny because that's one of my favorite movies of all time. And I'm going to go to my distinguished gentleman on my right. Rich, why does what I said just now don't hold water?
It don't hold water because in the company that I met this man, he showed me. He showed me how. I'm not scared. I'm not 100%. I talk about this all the time. Like I never said I came in this joint knowing everything. I said I've been taught shit. He showed me exactly what he tried to say. What he tried to say, you can't do. He showed me how to do it. So I was like, that's why I looked at him like, you bullshit right now. Like, you lying. You're lying.
I wasn't.
I also think too that if you have gear issues, model issues, creative issues, if you have the camera in your hand and they ask you for something and you take the shot and you're like, hey, this isn't working for this reason, show them the back of the fucking camera.
Right.
We have to rethink it. You know, that I think that comes back to the letting go of the initial concept. So new topic, because we're supposed to be talking about fashion. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Can I show you guys the picture of Katie since she's on?
Yeah.
All right, hang on. Let's see, where is she? Here we go.
Don got the lights out. Look, our eyes popping.
Nice.
So that was one of the photos that Katie and I took. And it was one of those, like, when I took it, I'm like, I'm done. We're good. But
that's what you get when you work with Don Brown.
But that was like 15, 20 minutes just kind of at the surface of the pool in like 5 different shoot locations because we were chasing the sun in different directions trying to get the shade that we had.
Nice.
Okay. Enough of that.
So it goes back to what I was saying.
No, the whole idea is
that was fire. But what I was going back to.
You got me because I showed you how to do that with that particular lens, and that wasn't a good subject. That wasn't good.
And I'll tell you this. I do this with a lot of other lenses.
Yeah, but the whole idea is that I showed you a way to get around some of, but what I was trying to make a point to the general. I was trying to make a point to the general photographer who wouldn't be able to do it with what he has knowledge that nobody else had on that set because he worked with me. And that's like when you work with Spielberg, he'd be like, I did a 120 millimeter f8 on this shot before.
Compared himself to Spielberg.
No, I didn't. I'm not. I'm saying what he can do. What I'm saying is he can do stuff because he's been through the trenches. He's learned lenses. He's learned f-stops. He's learned distance. You know, I pulled out a tape measure before because I wanted to make sure I was at the right distance to pull off the shot that I wanted.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
And other times you'll pull out that tape measure and you be like, this shit ain't working. It's no way for me to do what you want me to do at this angle.
Gotta do.
All right.
Now, you're a rebel.
I ain't no rebel.
You are a rebel.
Yeah,
Rich, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm gonna put the GMC on the solo layout for a minute because I want to do this so that he understands. Rich, when I say you're a rebel, I'm saying that you look at things and you figure out how to do them.
Facts.
When everybody else in the room is saying this shit is not gonna work, you be like, hold on.
How
can I do this? How can I move it back? That's the difference between a rebel and a rebel with a cause and a rebel with a pause.
Don't point at me with pause. I'm the cause.
What I'm saying is you're a rebel with a cause. And a rebel 100%. With a pause will give you every reason why they can't do it. And that's how I learned to make bad situations and difficult situations doable because everybody else said they couldn't do it.
All right. So I want to ask I said ask.
There we go.
I said ask.
I felt like I was in a horror film for a minute. He said, "I'm gonna ask you." No,
I wanna ask the models, right?
Think about ask.
We're talking about fashion. We're talking about fashion.
Right? See, he got it right that time, didn't he? You should think about ass with a K. I want you to ask.
I can just say my question.
Go right ahead, brother.
But how do y'all feel about that though? Because we talking about creative directors, the photographers, and everything in between, but y'all also might have a vision for a photo shoot, right?
Definitely, I always have a vision.
Right. So for the two models that we have here, do y'all go to the photographer or the creative director, or have y'all? It's a two-part question. Have y'all worked with a creative director?
No,
never.
I would say no. I've never worked with a creative director. I normally just go straight to the photographer. If I have an image, a vision, and I'm like, hey, I want to do this. Hey, I want to do that. They're like, all right, let's make it work.
Do you feel like the photographer is also supposed to be the creative director in that situation?
Not necessarily, because we learn something new every day. So you can always sometimes learn from your models and maybe get a different perspective as a different look of things. Something that you never thought of and be like, dang, I didn't even think about that. You know what? Let's do that. Because there's a photographer that I have worked with, and I always hear.
He wasn't rich, huh?
I always hear them say, like, I don't know if I can do this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, all right, but let's give it a try. And then the shoot.
A photographer said that to you?
Because I gave an idea, and they was like, well, I don't know, let's give it a try.
That's
shoot came out fire. I said, don't you ever say you can't do something again. Don't you ever say that.
Well, she's such a fucking bully.
You tell him, girl. You own it. You tell him.
I'm just listening.
You call me and I'll back you up.
You listen. You got me. I got you.
Exactly.
The other part of the fashion aspect of it for me is that you have to have a model that at least knows. I want to say like the basics. The basics would be like what color works on her. Not too much. Like I've met some models that don't know what their inseam is for some reason, but not everybody knows what an inseam is. But you at least know what color you look good in. You at least know, hey, my left side is better than my right side. I mean, those basic things. How you hold your face. Those are things that a model is innately aware of. And if you're trying to do a shoot, then you almost have to refer to the model to get those things. Hey, what side's your best side? What color do you? Okay,
one second,
we're
brother.
blue.
Let's
try lavender because it's close. Let's try a different color, and that's how you kind of guide that shoot to kind of land in where you want. Sometimes.
I got a question.
Sure.
You know how to hold your face?
Me?
No, Tariq. No, go ahead.
Oh so my God. I want to chime in on this. I think what you get on a shoot is based on how everybody functions. So if you're working in commercial photography and you're working runway, things like that, the model's not choosing any of those things. Your creative team and staff is choosing everything they have. That's why they have model calls the way that they do.
Right.
So when you go to that model's not doing anything other than showing up and making sure they look presentable enough for the people on the other side of the table to want them.
Right.
Now,
that was the first part of the question I was saying about model selection for what you're trying to.
Yeah, but so in that case, you should be selecting the model based on what you want to shoot. And I think that's sometimes when we get into the hobby and like, whatever it is that you're doing initially when you get started, especially, I think that there's a weird balance between the photographer picking the model and everything that's happening, or the creative director picking everything that's happening, versus the model wanting to have photos. And I think those dynamics are what decide what you end up with, essentially. Because if you're guiding a shoot, all of that's on you. You're picking the model based on what you want, what colors they're wearing, what style they're wearing, whether they're bringing that to you because you've asked them to, or whether you're providing it to them. Especially in fashion, because in fashion, there's usually a rack of clothing that somebody's going to pick through to put that whole look together.
That's why I always ask the question earlier: whose shoot is it?
Well, it all depends on the shoot.
Yep.
Because if you pick a model for their aesthetic and you want to use them for a specific look that you brought them in as a photographer, then it's your shoot. If the model is hiring you and they want you for an aesthetic that they saw you shoot before and they wanted you, then you're a trigger man. Then if the creative director saw work that you've done and they want you to emulate that work that you've done, but bring it to a different level because they've got their ideas and vision to add to it, then you're working as the trigger man collaboro.
And that's all I was saying.
Yeah.
Is that the fact that we have to actually understand whose shoot it was.
Yeah.
Because it could be somebody with braids that just want to do whatever the fuck she want to do. And it is what it is. And it's just like, it's crazy. Like, what is it? The braids? Like, damn, like
you get ready to get fucked.
I love you. Such a level.
No, it's about to happen for real. You don't know.
If we had a second camera in here,
by the time we get to the next Grown Man Clique, there will be 2 cameras in here. So.
Is there?
If y'all see a head come across my shoulder, don't mind.
Is there?
But
where's HR?
It's not the dog.
So look,
Auntie Sheila.
You know what?
Auntie Sheila, don't do it. Auntie Sheila, I need you back.
And when I saw this subject come up and it was like fashion, make it make sense, I knew we weren't going to breach it. We didn't even touch we didn't even get the tip in. To be honest, we didn't
get the tip in.
Because the whole idea is that
with
I
some
ain't
with a
never
subject.
been nowhere where you ain't get the tip on.
Well, the whole idea is that with this kind of subject, it's like it's so broad and expansive, and making sure that you cover all of the bases. We're never going to do it in one, so we're going to have to break it down in the series. So this was foreplay.
Whoa. Oh, the fuck it wasn't.
Yes, it
A little
was.
bit. I learned a lot.
This was foreplay because you learn
Fuck
each
how the
other.
foreplay y'all
You know,
is.
you're learning. You're getting the idea, the roles, and where we're gonna go from here.
You know what I would like to know, since we
Yeah.
have Anthony and Cheryl, right? Am I getting that right?
Charlene,
I'm sorry. I saw something come across the screen. I missed it.
Yeah, just say Ross.
I can't just say raw.
Okay.
That's
different.
Just say raw. Just say it comes.
I got you.
Oh,
you.
no, it should be raw.
What?
Fuck is you talking about?
Hey, Jerry, by now you should be able to say raw.
Hey,
Chris, you set us
Oh
up
my
up,
goodness.
Why did you make
You
me
should
feel
be able
like
to say raw.
Hey,
Why you make me feel like Drake, Kendrick?
what is it? Drake?
I'm sorry.
So-
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Anthony and Raw. And by the way, Anthony, it's nice to interact with you. We've talked so many times online, and I've never gotten to meet you face to face. What has been your experience with fashion so far? Can you guys both give us here was my best fashion moment and here was my worst fashion moment?
It's cool. Her name is Jada.
You want to go first?
No.
You go first. No, you go first.
Go ahead, Rob. Give it to him, Rob.
You haven't
So
told
like
me
I
raw.
said, like this is like my first official year actually like getting into fashion and modeling and photo shoots and just actually doing different runways. I mean, I go to the club, of course I wear heels, but actually like walking in heels, normally I wear heels that is for the moment.
Right.
So actually getting into fashion and actually finding the right shoes that you can walk in, finding the right designer that's not going to make you feel like that Cinderella where you feel like you got to put your foot in the back, the tie, the corset, you feeling comfortable. Like me getting into fashion, I honestly loved it. Before, I've never wore makeup until now, 32 years old, never wore makeup. And only this last year, I literally put makeup on my face. Lashes, actually really kind of, making sure that I keep my appearance up. And it's just a lot. And it's kind of like, for me, honestly, it makes me feel good. So like fashion just makes me kind of just feel good. What? You gotta say keep catching them. But
It's all this liquor.
yeah. But like for me, like I said, fashion is just, I don't know. I like to be in the spotlight. So I'm the type, I love to smile. And you always you got to find somebody that kind of has that personality that kind of just wants it. Because, some people really don't want it. And I just be feeling like why you do it? And I just feel like with fashion, that's something that you actually want to like do. You want to get into. You want to look good. You want to support somebody's business, because it's something that you can't do. So that's my thing.
You know it.
Okay.
You know it. I seen
So
it.
for
but I ain't
me,
gonna say shit.
I would say
I seen it.
I don't really, since being in the fashion, Jury and Scott was actually the one of the first photographers I worked with when I first got into it.
It was Scott. Because I cussed your ass out. The first time you met me. You remember that. Because
listen,
can tell the truth. Tell the truth, shame the devil. Because there's a level. It was a level of professionalism that I wanted you to show.
Oh no, I held it down, but
No, you
I
didn't.
couldn't hold. That was just reaction. I couldn't do nothing about that. What you
Yeah,
want me
you
to do?
could. Because you had to learn. Now you can.
Oh, no, yeah, true.
Now you can.
All right. I get what you.
But I taught you in that moment by being honest with you. I taught you something that was a valuable lesson that you knew that you could do something about moving forward.
Yeah, I agree.
And a lot of people are afraid to tell you the truth. And I'm like, bruh, that's not acceptable.
Right.
It's not. And we don't even have to go into the parameters of everything that was going on. But the whole idea is I'm like, no, we can do better than that, can't we? No, I don't know how to do better. You know how you do better than that? Let me tell you.
Yeah. And I listen.
And a lot of times people don't want to. It's just like when you walk in the room with LeBron. He's not going to tell you how to be a better player. He's going to show you. You know, he's not going to be, yo, you can do this, you can do that. No, that's not what his role is. He's like, watch me. Because what I do will get you over the hump. What I do will show you how to be a better player than what you are now. If you go to my trainers, if you watch how I work out, but I'm not a model, I'm a photographer. So what I had to do was tell you what I learned from other people who were models, what they do. And you got amazing. And you've been like
phenomenal.
You're where you are compared to where you started. Like when you look at back at what and that was before you even worked with me, because it took a while before I would even work with you. Tell the truth.
Yeah.
Because I had to make sure that you understood that there's an aesthetic to this. There's a maturity in this. It's like at a certain point when you come and work with me, it's about the work.
Yeah, it's not. Right. It's not just taking photos anymore.
Ha ha he punchline my ass. I'm not that guy. I've been doing this too long, and I want to make sure that everything when I pull the trigger from when we were over at Druid Hill Park. And people are like, what are y'all doing? And you're and giving me the aesthetic to work with you and know that you were going to be serious about it. And the one thing that I can say about this, if nobody has worked with Anthony yet, he is going to be committed to make sure that you are getting the aesthetic that you want. And I don't believe that I was the one to start that, made you put you to this level. I believe I gave you a groundwork from what to work with.
It was a hell of a push because it was like it led up to what Don was asking because it led to certain looks that I had in certain pictures.
Right.
Cause like Miss Jessie,
you look like you got your ass whipped.
Shout out! That was my first actual fashion show. As far as when it comes to fashion, I don't actually have a favorite show if it makes sense because it's a thrill for me. At each time I'm up there, I get to be that person that you can say creative director / designer, as you were saying, Don, because I can read or I communicate. Okay, I know that you have me in this. What is it that you want? What story are we telling? And I learned that.
Sure.
I learned that part from Jerry. Every picture tells a story. So now it's like when I walk, I'm trying to tell that same story no matter what I have on. So I'm always having fun.
Now, do you prefer runway or do you prefer photo shoots?
See, he could be his selfish ass on a runway because it's all about him. He's one-on-one with the crowd.
Like a runway, I mean,
but I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Either way, that light is kind of just in your face.
That's the key.
Yeah.
You're not getting great images from a runway. You're getting the energy from the crowd.
Right. And that's what, I don't know.
That's why I never went back to New York Fashion Week because it wasn't about what I captured. It's the energy that you can't capture.
Yeah.
It's like people love the images that you give them, but
you can't really get them. Like you can't really get that pose. Like when they pose, you literally have that second because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I've learned from like I don't know. Mark, man, listen.
So something I want to add to this.
I really have a question.
Are you a mumble rapper? Because you would like
So Jerry, if you do another part to this, there's something else I want to talk about that I have come across online about the fashion shows, and
Oh,
I
you don't
have.
even understand. Y'all never saw one video tonight. I have videos. Like,
Okay.
You got to do the ankle biter.
well,
I
they
just
said
I want to
do.
make it. I want to put a
Listen.
pin in it for the next time you do this
Okay.
because I come across stuff online from time to time. I actually had somebody send me something on Instagram about a fashion show, and I was like, all right, I'll check it out. And it was like photographers. We need 2 blocks of photographers for 4 hours, and there's 6 looks, and we need this many photos on the back end. And for $250, you can register. I went. I'm so confused. And it was just like I had a moment where I'm like, why am I paying you?
No.
I know.
I went to New York Fashion Week, principal photographer, a runway, and I did not pay anybody. Not happening.
I know, but that's my point. There's so much of that that's out in the ether that people are paying it is the problem. So models, there was a cost for models, there was a cost for photographers, like the
What?
whole thing. Yeah, it was extortion. It was ridiculous. I think I have screenshots of it somewhere. If I can find them, I'll send them to you.
Nah.
Can I ask a question?
I will tell you this much.
I wanna ask a
paid
question.
way too much for my hotel room. But the whole idea is
That little
that
ass hotel room.
Jerry, was you asked to be there?
yes.
That might be a
Yeah.
difference. Being
Oh no,
asked
no,
to
I
be-
know. What I'm saying is what I have seen out in the ether. It's a thing and it's a problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually,
it's a
it's
swindle.
extortion.
Yeah.
It's a
Oh,
swindle.
absolutely.
I got an answer to that question.
Because
though.
you went to California, you paid for it.
I would say I like photography first.
Okay.
For the simple fact, working, especially in the studio here, like getting used to the lights and the flash and knowing how to pay attention to the camera.
Okay.
I already know my stopping point when I get on the stage. So I'm not going to have as many problems as someone that's just starting that keep looking down, trying to see.
Right.
I'm not worrying about falling. Because if I
You
fall,
learned.
no, if I fall, my mind is already made up. I fall. I already got I'm not telling nobody because somebody might steal it. I got my
You got your
deal out.
plan.
But I
You
have
got your ghost
Hey, yo.
protocol.
Yeah, I got
You got your ghost protocol.
Y'all better catch that.
My man Ant might be wearing a hat. He goes, "Got you, sure."
It's like having a dance in the end zone. He has a whole plan.
Hey, yo.
Well, look, we are way over our time for the night
Let's do
because
it.
this conversation is going to be continued. This is a TBC, to be continued, because we didn't even get the tip in, because this is one of those subjects where it's so much going on. It's so much information that with models here and with the photographers here, we didn't even touch it.
We ain't touch.
We may have got to second base. We may have felt a little bit of nipple.
I ain't even feel
Yeah,
that.
we didn't even
I
get.
got the whisper in the ear.
And that's what I'm saying, because it's so expansive, and that's why I said if you look at the post that I put up, it was like ... Yeah, okay, because I knew that we would never. This is not something that you can cover in one night.
No.
And not with on a platform that we do, because we do about $130 and then we're done, and we're already at $130, $140.
You're almost at the 2-hour mark.
Oh wow!
You're almost at the $2.
I can see one something. That's all I can see because I wear
152.
glasses.
Listen,
Vanity
my phone
prevails.
is
Here we
my
go.
phone is close to me 'cause I'm definitely blind.
Oh my God, 152. Shit.
52. Where you sit at? 'Cause
Yeah.
mine say 150.
152.
Oh, at the top.
So I would like to thank everybody for coming out, but I know you guys got something to say, and I'm going to let you do that. But first, I'm going to let my boy Grizz tell you where you can see him every Wednesday night.
Oh, make sure you guys come over to the Sophisticated Grizzly Podcast on X. We're also on Twitch. We're also on YouTube. And this week we're going to talk about unintentional vulnerability. Have we gotten to the point to where we've gotten so insensitive to where situations like Puffy and Cassie can happen and people don't care anything about it? So that's what we're going to be talking about this Wednesday on the Sophisticated Grizzly at 8:15 on YouTube, Twitch, and on X.
All right, we will definitely see you on.
I'll
you
be
know,
there.
I'm there every Wednesday, every day.
I got a lot to say.
We've met you.
But we did have an addendum that Rich pulled up today that I didn't even know about. Because when he said that he was sorry, he couldn't say the name of who he was sorry for.
No, he didn't.
What the fuck I said I'm sorry?
No, not you. Yeah, he couldn't say her name.
No, he just said I'm sorry to everybody but her.
Legally can't.
He legally can't say her
She's
name.
got a gag order on it.
Can I want to. No.
No, we can't go there. We can't go there. And now we're going to go to Dawn. I want you to tell them where they can find you, where they can see you, where they can experience the Dawn Brown experience.
Oh, I am an experience. Totally. I can be found everywhere as with Dawn Brown, Facebook, Instagram, website, X, Twitter, whatever we're calling it. I'm really simple to find.
That was it.
That's it. That's all I got.
At Dawn Brown, if you can't find her, you're a clown. Okay. I made it rhyme and I wasn't trying. I did it again. Damn.
There's also a little Dawn Brown.
So now we're going to a solo layout of us because I want you guys to talk about what you got cooking because this is why they're here. I always want to make sure that we give them, all of the artists that are working with us, the opportunity to share what they're doing, because if you're in that community and you want to work, they got work for you. Go ahead.
Hey y'all, so again, yes, my name is Charlene Raw, and here with me is
Anthony Hunt.
All right, so yes, we are here to tell you guys a little bit about what we got cooking, as they would say. We have a showcase that we are putting together in 2025. So it is based out of the DC, Maryland, and Virginia. So it would be in Northern Virginia. And we do have our model casting that we are asking, we're looking for females, we're looking for males, we are looking for all different, types of talent. We're looking for
LGBTQ.
Listen, anybody. I even have a lady who said, listen, look, I can't walk in heels, but I got a crutch. I said, baby, sell me that crutch. Listen. So not the crutch, the cane, my bad, one of them. But as far as like artists, like we're doing a showcase. So it's not gonna be like your regular fashion show where you're just walking up and you're walking down. Like, no, we kind of got a little bit of flavor, we put a little bit of seasoning in our stuff. So we are also looking for like singers, dancers, like poets, actors. I mean, any talent that you have, we ask you guys to please definitely like DM me. You can find me on Instagram at mzraw_the model, and it's DA model. And Anthony.
Hey, how y'all doing? Anthony here again. I've been given the privilege of being the male coordinator for this venue, which will be in 2025. It will be in Woodbridge, Virginia, Epic Food Hall. Model call is June 8th from 3 to 7. New concept, instead of doing the same all black, I mean, we know this, as Don said, we are already doing this. So we are asking, when you do come and when you show up, wear your best.
Show up and show out.
We want you to sell what you got, because this is what modeling about. When they put you in these garments, jewelry, bags, hats, whatever they put you in, this is your game. Your game is to sell this and sell it with confidence.
I want you to sell it to us like he would sell that knee on this screen.
Whoa.
I can't. I'm trying so hard not to crack up over here.
I ain't buying that knee.
Stop it.
Yep. Big shout out to one of our already assigned performers, which is DH3, which is Dorothy Height High School. They are a fashion group in Dorothy Height, based out of Baltimore on Covington Street. They are one of the first performers that will be performing. in the fashion show. We have a young man, G9 Productions, Mr. Magruder. Shout out to you that did the videography. I'm trying to connect him with Jury. He's an up and comer photographer, videographer. I'm trying to connect him with Jury because, as you already seen, Jury mentored me, gave me time, put me on the back burner for a while before he
never put you on the back burner
before he even pulled me to the front.
Okay, no, you just called me out. You know why you got put on the back burner?
But
big
shout out to them. And this is important, Jerry. Hey, this is important.
Yeah,
this is
he
important.
stopped me because he know.
Big shout out to the seniors that I have worked with in Benjamin Franklin High School and Dorothy Height that did graduate. Congratulations to you all. That's a big step.
We love you guys. And
I was just auditioning.
And the whole idea is that fashion, beauty, and photography is not limited to what your aesthetic of beauty is. It's a transcendent amount of beauty out here. And
absolutely.
What people always do is they like put it in a box to what they see on print photography.
Societal standard.
Yeah. And there's so much beauty outside of the box. And that's why we shoot. And that's why we work with people who are on every level of the spectrum. And that's why it's so important to us to put stuff out like that. Like when you were saying, if you got a crutch, work with the crutch. Let me see what you got with the crutch.
Like the number one thing, like when you go to an interview, especially a sales job, and they be like, sell me this pen.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I didn't mean to say crutch, but like she do have a cane, but listen, sell me that cane.
But what I'm saying is the aesthetic is that you have to sell yourself for what you want to be. Because if you're going to be anything, you have to believe in it.
I have decided that Rich's new name is Lucy because he just wants to be in the show.
I just want to be in what?
Lucy.
Oh, I just want to be what?
You just want to be in the show.
Oh yeah, that show.
Ricky, yes. I just want to be in the show. Why can't I be in the show?
Listen, I was just auditioning.
He needs something with some shorts.
Yeah, we gotta show the knees. We gotta show the knees.
You'll never see
I want you to show out,
never see his
Y'all
whole
see
body.
it. Y'all see it. It's amazing. Like,
but yes, y'all.
this is amazing. Look what I'm blazing.
We represent the lollipop.
Grizz, show your knees right now.
I'm sorry, what?
Show your knees right now.
Miss Grizz.
I don't need to. I don't brag about my knees.
Miss Grizz has banned his knees from all social media.
Well, I look forward to seeing what you guys come up with your model call. I look forward to seeing the outcome.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, please. And one of actually another lady on the team has actually been working with a guy to do like a virtual
fashion show.
Yeah, like the virtual casting.
Okay.
So with certain designers.
Y'all coming back then? Because y'all got a few months.
Yeah, we are coming back.
I mean, it's like 7 months till 2025. So you
right
got to come back.
Just send me the message.
No shade. The whole idea is that sometimes the best ideas are the ideas that are made through fruition. You don't just try to rush it out there. You make it work.
And that's the reason why I really wanted to start this. Like, and I really I just want to say I am like grateful for Anthony because he's like been pushing me I've done.
You shouldn't push women, that's
like in a good way. He's been encouraging me in a good way because I've been I've been to a couple of fashion shows and the outcome of it was great. Like the outcome of it was great, but the process
fashion shows
was
are
so
because people don't know what they're doing.
There was no communication, and I'm like, I don't want that because everything was just so rushed. So people were just placed here, placed there, and it
because
just was
people
a lot.
don't know what they're doing. And they all about the money coming in the door.
I want to just take our time.
We gotta do a show about that.
Yeah, with
because people don't understand that just fashion shows.
Yeah, just fashion shows. But see,
because there are 3 different levels of fashion shows.
This is what we
the
do.
Bad, and the ugly.
Time out. This is what we do.
Yeah.
We do a GMC fashion show.
They don't want that.
Shit, why not?
Why not?
Because they got to deal
Because
with.
not everybody got your knees.
Thank you.
No, fuck what they got to deal with.
So a GMC fashion.
Everybody will. Everybody will. Everybody will get.
Don't try to save it. I'm still on your ass.
Next to his knees.
I appreciate it. That's
Everybody will get eliminated from the fashion show because they've got to go against his knees.
You should have a knee off.
Your knees ain't pretty, bitch.
What the hell is a knee off, damn it?
A knee off.
Not this, damn it. We just making up shit.
No faces, nothing. We just cover everything, and it just be like legs only.
Jerry, take this microphone.
Only. I'm with
Boy, that sound like soft porn.
It's time to end this podcast.
Hey, Rich. Rich, you sound like you about to start a soft porn podcast. There ain't no damn knee off.
It's time to end this podcast.
I don't know what you're talking about, Grace.
First of all,
I
don't know.
One more time, I just want to let everybody know. Listen, y'all know our Instagram.
No.
Again, I was gonna say it again.
Hey, level one, you sound like a local rapper.
Yeah.
Y'all know what it is.
Y'all know what it is.
Y'all know what it is.
I got it. You know it.
Hold on. It's your boy.
It's your girl, not your boy. It's your girl, Charlene Raw, but you can call me Raw. And again, you can find me on Instagram at mcraw_the model. And we just want to let you guys know again, please. If you guys do register and sign up to be a model, do not come in all black, okay? No all black. Don't come in all black. I know that's the usual thing, but we just want you to come dressed to impress. So bring your all. Bring everything.
Dress to impress me and you. Your best.
Your personality.
You bringing you. So, everybody ain't got to have on a suit.
This nigga almost got killed.
Yeah, you almost got shot. Come on in. Hurry
Bring
up.
your ass in, dog.
Hurry up. Because he came straight from Dallas. He was model house
No,
down
Houston,
south.
was it? It was Houston.
Dallas. Houston is in Texas.
Yeah. Hey, yo, don't do that sweet shit. Y'all come from Houston. You trying to talk low.
House down south in Texas.
Everything big in Texas, yo. Make your voice big.
He tired.
Look.
He can't get in his house without me, so.
Let's go. Let's go.
No. You don't.
Where your knees at?
Swallow twice.
Because he only live around the corner, and you will learn today.
I don't live around here.
He do.
I've been in a house with 7 women for 4 days. Guess what? I'm keeping my cool right now.
I know that's right. You don't need another woman.
Yeah, no, because what I was about to say would have had him jumping through the wall.
Model. So anyway,
I want to know what the fuck you was about to say now, nigga.
If you didn't know, our roving correspondent T. Scott was down at Model House down south.
Yo, get in the camera, man.
He was down in Houston, Texas.
What I look like?
They don't know.
Yo, and I can't wait to see what he shot because I saw some of the BTS he dropped. And
yeah, dog. Texas has done that much to me in like what?
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Your knees look like.
Yo, Skizzy punk ass just go. And he would just let you know on Facebook, like, I'm safe in the storm in Houston. Like, who the fuck did you get down there?
That's called being responsible, but you don't need to know what grown folk fucking do.
That's key. That's key.
Look,
if you drown that motherfucker, check this out.
Church finger. Church finger.
Fuck are we talking about this nigga again?
Church finger. It's time for us to go. We would like to thank you all for coming to Grown Man Clique Podcast. We would like to thank Scott for not missing the episode because that's amazing that he came all the way from Houston, Texas, and made it in just in time to make it to the screen. And I would like to thank Jay I would like to thank Sheila.
nigga, the
I would
only
like to
nigga
thank
who
Nelly,
swum out of that
Shauna,
motherfucker.
everybody in the Peanut Gallery. I'd like to thank Sophisticated Grizzly. Don, we're here every Monday. Whenever you're available, come through.
Sure.
We are here.
Absolutely.
I'd like to thank
Don, bring that ass.
my
I
boy.
got you, boo. I got you. I got a lot of ass.
Jesus Christ.
It's been a pleasure meeting you. We thank you all for being in here.
Well, Don, when you come, I'm trying to come too. I gotta
Okay, babe. You know what? I will come up there. I'm open to coming up and actually being in the studio. I don't live that far.
Okay.
So
She
he
can
said,
come
"Bring your
anytime
ass."
she
said, "It's
wants
a lot of
to.
ass." I said, "Well, I'm gonna come back."
So,
Come back, all that ass.
as we do on every night when we end the podcast, we tell you the one truth. Be good.
And don't fuck with me, and I won't fuck with you.
Be really good. But if you're going to be bad, be really bad so they know that you meant it. We love you. Good night.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.